Launching trade sequence. Stand by. Profit target imminent. Imminent. Imminent.
So on GBP JPY, if we take a look at the daily, we're on a clear uptrend, and we're actually coming up to a level that's huge. We haven't seen this this high since 2015. We're talking about 9 years. We're coming up to a level we haven't seen in 9 years. Pretty big deal, I'd say. You're going to see a lot, a lot of volatility, either to the upside or the downside, right? So this Friday could have just been a nice little sell-off, and you know, maybe to continue back up and break those highs. We still have about 150 pips until we get to that most recent high from 9 years ago. But either way, on the daily, what did we have, right? Friday was a weird day, just melted all of a sudden. There was absolutely, you know, it was just a big sell-off for whatever reason. And we didn't make a new high. So we could maybe be coming back up here and continuing back down to this area, maybe touch this area, or we could close here. Price could open up on Monday or tonight, Sunday, and push up a little bit and then go back down. So keep that in mind. We literally could just be going, you know, the candle can just open here, push up, you know, maybe that's quite a bit of pips, right? It could push up to 50% of this candle and then continue back down and break the low, or it could just open and make a really small wick and melt. At the end of the day, it's a daily candle, so there's nothing to really freak out about. Now, on the 4 hour, this really is an area where most people who want to buy are going to try to buy. This is a buying area, especially if we're on an uptrend. People are expecting it to just come break below here and continue back up, which we kind of did. But I will tell you, time and time again, you will see price, you know, build a support on the 4 hour, and everybody says the higher time frame is so much, you know, so much more solidified. You can trust that it's a higher time frame. There's more volatility. There's larger movements, so it's a huge confirmation that we're gonna go up. At the same time, dude, how many times have you seen a support be built? Look at this, perfect example. You know, builds a support. It's bullish, and then it pushes up. It's, oh my God, we're gonna break new highs, and then this candle opens and melts all the way back down. So we're not talking about a small amount of pips, right? Like, look, you think you take this buy, and this is a 40 pip push, and then immediately this candle opens and pushes back down 54 pips. Keep in mind, same thing could happen here. There's times where price is just gonna go off, you know, just leave you running. It'll leave you in the dust, but if you're patient enough to be like, okay, well, let's wait for this to push up and look like we're gonna push up here. What if this candle just pushes up and then melts back down, breaks the low? You don't know. But if you have another candle that pushes up and breaks above this one and closes above it, wait for a retracement. That's what we should be doing. Wait for a retracement to an area down here again and get back in. Then you can go back down to the lower time frame here, right? So this would be an idea. So let's see if it plays out. Well, but look at all this area of buying right here, right? And this is something to keep in mind. Look, we had this push up, came down, created somewhat of a double bottom, I'm sure, on the larger time frame. You know, pushed up, came down, didn't make a new low, pushed back up. So, you know, we could see one of two things. You know, price comes, breaks above this, and then comes back down into this area somewhere here to continue back up, right? You can take it to a new high. This could be a really good buy-in area if you feel that it's not going to break this low again. Or the other option is it will break all of this entirely and then continue back up. You know, if you're in the buying mindset, if you are thinking about buys, you should not just be looking to take a buy, oh, right when it gets to here. Oh, when it's right here, just take a buy. No, you're gonna have to wait for for the price to come down to an area where there's a better entry, higher probability that you'll see price action continue in your favor, that you'll be having the confirmations that you need. And yeah, that's honestly it for GBP JPY. Gold, let me tell you something. Look at the daily. I mean, if you haven't been up to date with gold, we broke through this major level on the daily. Since 2020, 2022, we retested it. 2023, we retested it. And then 2024, halfway through 2024, we retested it and we messed with a lot of people, right? And then we just started breaking above, and we've been flying ever since for like the last 2 weeks. So I'm telling you right now, I don't think anybody should be selling gold. I would not suggest to sell gold at all for probably the next month. And even if you see selling power, I don't care. Find a buy entry, find a buy. I don't know. So on gold, what I like to do, this is strictly for gold, is always find the highest supports, the highest resistance, and most of the time, more times than not, you'd be surprised how many times this works. Lowest support, obviously, right here. You consider it your swing lows and your swing highs. Your lowest supports and draw a fib and it coming down to 76.4% retracement to the upside is normally the better situation. Let's just say from this support. So this would have been a tough one. As you can see on my fib, this is how I set my, that's how I set my trades up, right? So 764, and my stop loss would be right there. So that would be sketchy, but to a new high. Like this one here is probably like perfectly 50%. But that's also because there was a huge demand zone right there, right? And this was 10 in the morning. 10 in the morning. That's right at, look at this. 9:30, around 9:30, pulls down and then pulls right back up. Market open. Let's find another, look, you can always find something here from this big push up. Well, what did we hit? 764. Put my stop loss right here. And I put my stop loss there, and I'll give you my secret. My secret is TP1 is 236, TP2 is the zero line. I'm gonna tell you right now, the amount of times you will see, look, it's right here, it's right in front of you. The amount of times you'll see price, and this is why people don't understand to take their profits out of the market. Like they don't want to. They think they always have to hit like a home run, like a 4 RR or a 5 RR, and it's like you don't understand. Like that happens a few times, yes, if you are always showing up to the market, but more times than not, you're gonna only hit a 1-to-1, a 1-to-2, or 2-to-1, whatever you want to call it. Everybody calls it 2-to-1, 2-to-1, 1-to-2. It's whatever. But the setup would be, 764, stop loss right here at 94% retracement, because if it's at 94% retracement, it's either going to reverse on you or you're just wrong, right? So when you get into that trade, the first TP, and this is why gold is good, because sometimes I'll get away with giving me a little 2 RR, right? Or a risk to reward ratio of 2. It's so hard to say. Risk to reward ratio of 2, and that would be the first take profit, 236. Okay. Second take profit is 0 line. Technically, I'd be completely out if it hit that 0 line. There is no more. Done. And that's more than enough. If you can hold that risk to reward of 3 on a gold trade, beautiful. I just tend not, I used to trade gold a lot, just for some reason I can't do it no more. And what did we do again here? Look, from the same exact, and this is hard to find it, but from the same exact big push up, price came back and touched the same exact level again, 764, and continued up to a new high. Let's see here. I mean, you can kind of see it. That's golden. So what about this? So from this big push up right here, 764, golden. Sometimes it's very hard to decide which push, but so from this big push up, from the lowest here to the high, 764, consolidation, push up, first TP, Second TP, done. You can hold it, run it, or break a new high if you wanted to. But I feel like that's just small golden nuggets for you guys, because there is, I don't care, anybody can watch this video, and if they're a professional gold trader, they're like, oh, that's not smart, like, you don't know what you're doing. And I'm like, bro, the amount of times I've seen gold do that perfectly. I just don't trade gold anymore as often, because I found myself seeing way too many opportunities, and that brought bad habits back for me, right? I don't want to have to look at the chart and always see an opportunity and be like, I have to take that trade because it's moving so fast. Like, look at all this volatility. There's so many. I used to scalp gold all day. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to get into it. So, but clearly there's a trend, right? And even if you go, bro, listen, if you go down, I'm just gonna give you another sticker. If you go down to the 1 minute, the 1 minute strategy on gold that I know is wait for a clear trend on the 1 minute. Wait for price to come back up and wipe out either a support or resistance in the opposite way to continue the same trend that you just saw. Well, it depends what time of day it is, right? I don't know what time it is here. So here. Oh wait, let me turn my sessions on. That way it makes a lot more sense. Right, so this is all New York session. Well, it's London session leading into New York. That's how I have it set up. So I mean, let's just for craps and giggles. What time is it here? So 7:30. Okay. So what did I just say, right? Gold looks amazing here. My gosh, why is it opening up somewhere? Okay. What did I say? So look, we have a clear little bit of an uptrend here. So once this was created and we didn't make a new low, right? Pay attention. Even if this is on the 1 minute, this goes for anything within currency market when it comes to trading Forex, right? Whatever all this is, you know, I wouldn't be up at this time anyways, but then I see price come down here, push up, break this previous resistance, you know, this little resistance area right here. Push up, broke past it. Okay, came back down. Maybe this was just a liquidity grab to continue down to a new low. No, we didn't. Instead, we built a support, pushed back up again above this new resistance, but yet it's higher than this one. So now we might have a shift change, you know, in the market. And guess what? Price comes up. Oh, I'm gonna trade my breakout. I'm gonna buy. Yeah, whatever. Good for you. Price comes back down. Builds a support, right? It's not that clear of a support to want to buy. I mean, I wouldn't want to buy that. It's all over the place. Guess where I would buy though? What I just said. We have a clear little uptrend now. We've decided. Price came back down, broke below this, and went straight up. Guess where it also went to? 764. This would be a probably an A+ setup if I were to see this. Like I said, I'm avoiding gold. I don't tend to mess with it, but for you gold traders out there, let there be a clear little defined trend, whether it's in a lower time frame or the higher time frames, whatever you're comfortable with. Let price come back and break below a support that may insinuate a buy on that trend, but technically didn't make a new high. Price comes back down, wipes that area out. That's when your best chance of opportunity to get in is. You know, just have your stop loss right below this previous swing low or swing high. What is that? Yeah, swing low. And yeah, well, you could hold it to a new high, and it's all the same crap, dude. It's everywhere. The whole point of this, you know, I could read you this stuff all day, but it really comes down to just, again, personality. I preach this a lot. It comes down to your personality, what you find your comfort, where you find your comfort in trading, what currency, what indices, what commodities, whatever it is that you're trading. It's all about your personality. You know, are you able to watch gold move like are you able to watch that? Are you able to get into a gold trade that's going like this on the lower time frames and then you lose? Are you able to not trade again, or are you going to be trying to trade again because there's so many opportunities? You know, that was my problem. Like, I don't want to trade that over and over and over and over again and be like, oh, so easy. Oh, let me do it again. Oh, so easy. I'd rather get into a trade, plan a trade out on one of the major pairs and be like, okay, this is setting up. It sets up. I take it. I lose it. I win it. Whatever. You know, whatever. So, anyways, let's get out of here. It's a Sunday. I got to go for my, geez, it's 9:30 already? 9:30 a.m. we're going to go for a run. Sunday run day. I got dressed just for you guys. I'm about to take this off and go back to looking like a hooligan. So, anyways, happy trading for the rest of the week. I'll see if I can do any trade breakdowns throughout the week. Maybe you guys will like that. So, let's go ahead and move on with our day. Stay blessed. Love you. Peace. Cut it out. Y'all remember that? Cut it out. Yeah, whatever. Bye.